So EarthOptics represents a challenge that we've seen in the agriculture industry and in industries beyond that, in that soil has an immense amount of information that's extremely valuable from a decision-making standpoint, whether that's questions you might have about nutrient levels in soil, biological activity in soil, compaction. There's a lot of value in understanding what's exactly happening at the surface level and certainly below the surface, and more importantly, the gradients of change across a given landscape in one geographic location versus another. The challenge that we have today is that soil is extremely expensive to capture information from, and current tools and solutions make it hard to get both cheap and accurate information about what's happening in soil at scale. And so the current solutions that we have today are surrounding the use of traditional soil sampling and testing that tells us information about what's happening at a point in the soil. And then we have other tools that are leveraging remote sensing, say, for example, satellite imagery, that can tell us a lot of information across a wider landscape of soil, but don't have really great representation of what's occurring below the soil. They don't have great correlative capacity to determine and predict what kinds of attributes we're going to see below the soil surface. The reason we are investing in EarthOptics, and we really have enjoyed working with EarthOptics, is they sort of sit right there at that nexus of scalable, low-cost data that is also extremely highly accurate for a wide variety of soil attributes that, as I mentioned before, include information like soil compaction, soil nutrient levels, soil water holding capacity, and in soil carbon, which is becoming increasingly important from an environmental perspective. And so EarthOptics is sitting at that central node of creating an opportunity to say, we can create highly representative models of soil that require far fewer samples, tell us much more interesting and valuable information about how soil attributes change over a landscape, and do so at a much lower cost, but still a very high level of validity from a data accuracy perspective. The company has seen some really exciting developments for a variety of partners across a number of its different products, including its carbon mapping tool, its nutrient mapping tool, and its compaction mapping tool. We're really excited to see that portfolio of products expand.